Now we start. Hey, there it is. The Tuesday of randomness. It's basically the beginning of the end of the weekend, of the restart of the rest of the week, which goes into the weekend. It is I, Kristian Random, and you are listening to and enjoying the Random Kristian Show. If you are joining us, make sure you join in on the chat. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch and Twitter. So please feel free to join in on our chat here in a minute. We're going to have Bethany and Sean. Bethany and Sean are from a little show called A Couple of Nuts Talking. Also, a show called Cooking. A Couple of Nuts Cooking. That's what it is. And so they're going to be on here in a little bit. Mr. Matt will be with us here shortly, as always. So just want to say thank you for tuning in. And thank you for being a part of this little random fun time that we like to spend for about an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. It depends. Sometimes we get naked, sometimes we don't. So if you're just listening, there you go. It's all up to your imagination. In the meantime, we want to say thank you so much to our sponsors. If you're looking for skateboard equipment, Consolidated Skateboards is the way to go. Best graphics, some of the greatest boards and apparel out there, wheels, and I'm not going to lie. Oops, wait a minute. I know it's a sticker, but those are the most damn comfortable shoes you'll ever wear in your life. They're called Banana Chucks. Check them out. Consolidated Skateboards on Instagram. It's at Consolidated Skateboards, or they're just on the web, Consolidated Skateboards. Google them. Get the old Goog out. If you don't like Goog, go DuckDuckGo and Firefox, however you want to do it. That's the way we roll here at the old. I'm having mic problems, as you can tell, so bear with me. And let's see. Oh, also, we're going to say hi to 5 Point Skate and Snowboards out on Ventura, downtown Ventura. So if you immediately are in the Central Coast area and you need something right away, go to 5 Point Skates. They're right in downtown Ventura and got all sorts of stuff. Say hi to Brad and Dave and all the guys down there. In the meantime, we have a new sponsor, actual kind of sponsor, because I work for them. It's a YouTube channel called The Almighty Altcoin. And if you need to know about Bitcoin, altcoin, any of that kind of stuff, check them out. They're on YouTube, all sorts of referrals, and I'm their voice. So you get to hear me even just a little bit more, which is, it could be really annoying after a while, so I'm not going to lie. Anyway, so speaking of annoying after a little while and sexy all at the same time, it's Matt!
Yay!
How are
you?
And you are sexily annoying, my man.
That's right. You know I am.
I know. I'm not going to lie, dude. It's been that way for years, and you make me question my sexuality constantly.
Every day, I hope.
Kind of. It's kind of scary and weird. But, well, there's things I could do, but my wife would not agree, and it's not really cool with the big man. So,
and hopefully it's not one of the things I heard our guests talking about on their first show when they were reading these missed connections off Craigslist.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, no, that wouldn't.
It was horrifyingly funny. Oh my God.
Yeah, they were horrifyingly funny. That's an absolutely great way to put it. By the way, honey mustard pretzels, delicious.
It's funny. Yeah. My wife and I were talking about Snyder's, and if they'd like to be a sponsor, that'd be fantastic.
Oh my God!
I like honey mustard.
Bakery.
I like honey mustard pretzels for about 5 minutes, and then I can't. And then I'm like, I'm done for a while.
I can only have a few. That's why I've got the little small bowl there, and that'll last me about a week. I mean, it's in my studio here, so like when I'm in between voiceover stuff, I'll just.
So my wife can just eat a bag without. She doesn't get tired of the flavor.
Really?
She loves them.
Now the buffalo wing ones, yeah, I could probably eat a whole bag. Not a problem.
But then again, I have a thing against pretzels, which we should get into sometime.
Oh, we're going to get into it, brother.
Okay.
Because, it's like pizza. It's almost the perfect snack food.
Almost, but not.
That's
It's no
pizza is.
tacos.
Pizza's a
It's no
perfect food.
tacos.
Pizza's
It's
a
no
perfect food.
tacos.
Pizza's
It's
a
no
perfect food.
tacos. No tacos.
Okay. Cheese, meat, veggies, bread, dairy.
Tacos. Yeah, you just said tacos.
Yeah, I said pizza. So anyway, yeah, and I know 80% of the population agrees with me. So, um,
Well, they say 80% of the people out there are dumb. So. Oh wait, what?
oh, well, there goes Ireland. We just lost Ireland because that's
No, the
80% of our
Irish
listeners.
are part of the 20% that are smart.
No. Okay, well, we're back on in Ireland then.
Good.
And yeah, they are still some of our, well, besides the US, they are our next biggest listenership, I guess you want to call it.
That's just weird.
That's awesome. What? There's nothing weird about that. The Emerald Isle, dude.
Nothing weird about Ireland. Ireland listening to us is weird.
Well, anybody listening to us is, well, awesomely appreciated. That's what we were told
and part
to
of the
say.
20%.
Right. It's the other 80% we don't care about. Hey, Matt, guess what?
What?
Next week, or no, actually Saturday, dude. Guess who's going to be on the show?
I hear a skateboarder and a mountain biker.
Yeah.
What was his name again?
His name's Mark Partain. Used to ride Barfoot and for several other guys. Skate legend Mark Partain going to be on this show. And he is, yes, now really big time into mountain biking. He's got his own like YouTube. Well, I'm not sure if it's really a YouTube channel, but he posts a lot of stuff, like tons of stuff on Instagram of him just getting off on the bike, dude. He's insane. And he still does some skate contests here and there. And in fact, he just did one with Caballero and I think Lance Mountain not too long ago down south.
Wow.
But anyway, so Saturday the 19th, same time, same bad time, 4 p.m. Central, Bethany. Yeah, 4 p.m. Central.
2 p.m. Pacific.
2 p.m. Pacific. I'm rubbing that in because she kind of spaced out on the time I told her. But anyway, that's my fault. And I'm sure I'm going to get a whole ration of shit here in a minute. And then next Tuesday, not this upcoming Tuesday, but Tuesday the 29th, we are going to have a lady named Deborah Driggs. That's right, Deborah Driggs. If you are a guy and you had Playboy back in the 90s, you probably might recognize that name. She was a Playmate, but before that, she was actually a very successful single mom and then got asked to be on Playboy. But anyway, she was very successful in business and then became a Playmate of the Year for like 2 years or something. She is doing a show called Aging Gracefully is a Full-Time Job. And so very excited. She asked to be on the show, so we're going to have her on. It's going to be awesome. And rumor has it, any of you that are into snowboarding or know of snowboarding, we are working on getting Chuck Barfoot, like one of the biggest innovators of snowboarding back in the day. We're going to get him on, hopefully on the show here within a couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that. We'll have more announcements. And again, thank you to Consolidated Skateboards and 5 Point Skates down in Ventura and on the web. So there, we've done our plugs. We've done our due diligence. And so how you doing, Matt?
I'm all right.
Okay, well, that's great. Well, I guess that's our show.
All right.
Oh, wait, no, I still got more honey mustard pretzels.
Yeah.
So, and I still have more coffee. All right. Okay. Matt, so something interesting that happened to you the other day while I look in and tried to find my music. Matt, you're supposed to be helping me out with this.
Nothing interesting happened to me the other day. Let's be honest.
Damn it! Matt, you're not helping at all.
I had a very mellow weekend.
You did.
Yeah, we didn't. Because I'm gonna mention this every show. We finally finished painting the kitchen.
Yeah, with your stoner cat.
With my stoner cat, and
Did the cat roll around in the paint, by the way?
Well, and we finally got most everything put away, about 99% all put away, back in the kitchen, and so we took it easy this weekend. We really didn't do anything. I grilled some of those rib cap steaks that we made. I showed you guys the picture of. They were bomb.
No, were. And then you fed him to the cat, didn't you?
No, she doesn't get him.
No. What if the cat was high?
And then I grilled barbecue chicken on Saturday. Is that exciting?
Well, very good.
Not really.
No, but it did give me enough time to get our intro music queued up for our guests, who have vacated us. They vacated the green room.
Did they?
I will say this.
Did they bail?
They're there they are.
No, they came back in.
And by the way, if anybody's interested, look at Random Kristian t-shirts. There they are. And Random Kristian stickers. There they are. Okay.
I'm waiting them for mine. You got mail them out yet?
It's on the way.
Awesome.
But, anyway,
and
so
don't forget to put the chat up.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So I will get that here in just a second, but I'm going to introduce our next couple. Hailing from Southern California, a young comedian and a studio musician got together, started dating, and created a podcast. That's right. And it's kind of sexy. And it's kind of fun. And they're called, that's right, Bethany and Sean, a couple of nuts talking. There they are. What's up, love cats?
What's up?
Love kittens. Yeah, baby.
Love meows. We were actually, this is how we enter things. You thought we vacated, but this is how we actually enter everything we do. This is how we enter. Ready? That's how we enter.
That's how we were going to enter.
Yeah.
We should have that.
We should have let you know that's what we do. Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah, we never give full throttle. We never do that. We introduce slowly.
Let the plot twist a lot.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Oh, see, that was what the pre-talk was about. You should have said, we're going to come in like this, and boom.
Yeah, we're impromptu. We don't,
Dude. Okay, now, Bethany and Sean, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being on here. This is awesome.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for making fun of my zero knowledge of zone times. Thanks. Wow. Well, way to be nice to your guests.
I know. I'm a total prick. I'm sorry. Hey, trust me. Like I said, you guys have done way better than most of our guests. Everybody comes on like, there's either no picture and I can hear him, or there's a picture and no sound, and it's either on my end or on their end. That's why I was saying we got to do this a little earlier just so we can get, dialed in. Yeah, but you guys rocked it, and especially on short notice. What's up? Okay,
right.
So, girlfriend,
doing it.
Yeah, rocking it. Okay. So now, Bethany, you do stand-up comedy and comedy writing. Is that correct?
I do all sorts of writing, but yes, I'm a stand-up comic, an actor, director, and a writer as well. I write everything from horror, mystery, lots of comedy, TV, and movies. Right now, I'm focusing on some TV stuff. I just finished a horror short that just won. Actually, I just won Best Horror at Chicago Indie Films.
Nice.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. And
that was my first horror, because I'm a comic, which I think is funny. But comedy and horror are pretty much exactly the same. They're like yin and yang in your brain. So like every time you laugh, you get a certain chemical boost. Same thing when you're scared. You get the same chemical boost. So
and the funny thing is too, now comedians also make great dramatic actors and actresses.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one spectrum to the other. It's awesome.
Yeah, well, because we're very dark. Like, we come off and make you guys laugh, but then we go home and cut ourselves. So, you know, just par for the course of being a comic. We take it for the team.
Yeah, I used to punch myself in the junk after every show. So
I thought you were going to say you used to punch your son. Didn't it sound like
It did really quick, yeah.
I used to come home and punch my son.
That's what I call my penis. So.
Oh, good.
It's
Yeah.
my mini.
You're growing up so big, son.
Right
I'm
before
so
my
proud
eyes.
of you.
But you never achieve anything.
I know, you're such a failure. You only
Yeah.
halfway make it there. What's up?
Right.
It's because you're always choking him.
Yeah. That's right.
Damn.
The stranglehold.
Hard strokes.
Yeah.
That's right. We do this.
You should nurture him.
So now,
I recommend ghost strokes personally.
ooh.
Just let the hand kind of hover above and
It's just the air,
Skim it.
air touching it.
ghost strokes. Yeah.
Just blow on it.
Oh,
Lord.
it's like faking a nap in college. What are you doing? Nothing. Sleeping. What's up?
Watch your blanket moving.
Yeah, nothing.
It's just
Don't worry
the
about it.
wind's blowing it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a fan on, dude. You're in the yeah.
It's hard farts. Hard farts.
Hard parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, which reminds me, and Sean, by the way, welcome. You are a studio musician, sir,
I'm a
right?
studio musician, touring musician, all around musician.
Composer.
Yeah. I did the music to her horror. No, I've done composed the music to a couple of feature-length horrors, and then I did Bethany's horror short. So kind of dabble in a little bit of everything.
Nice. Okay, and I'm assuming also the jingle for your show and all the little intros and outros.
I do the music to all our little jingles, yes.
And then we write them together. And then he's also got a new project called The Collector that's just come out. His first single on that.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah.
Sure do. I just released
He wouldn't tell you unless I said it.
Yeah.
So it's just the way it's the way both of us are, by the way. We have to have the other one help us.
Very true. But yeah, so The Collector, there's an EP out there right now. It's like a goth folk thing. And then I have a new album coming out that's more shoegaze sounding, a little heavier shoegaze kind of vibe.
Like The Ride and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yes.
Very nice. Just curious, have you listened to like any of Stuart Copeland's orchestrations?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Of course.
he's I'm sorry, he's like
Genius. Just a,
Yeah.
he's the best. Yeah.
Dude, he's amazing. I heard some of his stuff that he was just releasing. He's on tour over in Germany right now or something, and he played some little clips and stuff. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like the horns and stuff were just, it was this weird, dark, but it's Stuart Copeland-y kind of quirkiness stuff, and I was just like, oh, I gotta hear it. So
And then he did hard farts under your blanket.
Hard farts.
Hard farts.
Hard farts.
He did hard farts under your blanket.
It was Danny Elfman. Danny Elfman was the one that got me the Edward Scissorhands soundtrack when I was a kid. I just fell in love with. Then Danny Elfman and Oingo Boingo, and then just realizing that he did all of Tim Burton's films.
He's Danny Elfman's a genius.
Just
That guy is.
absolutely the best. Yeah.
that was the whole reason I liked Little Girls. So
Exactly.
Whoa, not yet little.
Someone
in
wants
age,
to get
just-
on that airplane. Somebody
um,
wants to get on that
Epstein Island.
Epstein
Epstein
Island.
joke. We got Jeffrey Epstein jokes in the house.
Can't help it. Just like they can't.
Well, nobody'd know anyway, so it wouldn't matter. Nobody likes me, but
I like you.
and it's just
like you.
I
Yeah,
just
we like you guys
movies.
already. We just got here. I mean, we don't know much yet, though.
I know, but hey, listen,
give it
I've been
time.
listening to now. You just started your show beginning of the year, or
No, we're only
6 episodes deep. Our first episode aired May 5th.
Oh yeah,
so
Cinco de Mayo.
we're super new. Yeah.
We release one a week, so every Wednesday.
it's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Just very, very fun. I love it. Some of it gets a little dark, but still enjoyable, and dark in a funny way. I mean, I should say it's very I love it. I mean, just the way you guys twist things around and don't really give two F's about anything. It's awesome.
Thank you.
And
We're glad that comes across. That's really the emphasis, is that we just don't care.
Yeah.
Like
and
we discussed it before too when we were starting it. We're like, what are we gonna do? How is it gonna be?
Should we be like educational? Should
Yeah.
are they want to walk away learning something?
And then I was like, it's us. You should absolutely walk away going, what the fuck just happened to me? Like, what?
Yeah.
What occurred? Why does my body feel like this? Why do I want to, like I said, cut myself? Like, I want visceral reactions after.
Yeah.
Well,
And
yeah.
perhaps some Googling, maybe.
Well, you
Like
had
I
me
said,
in stitches. I listened to the first episode earlier today, and oh man, the whole reading the Craigslist stuff.
Thanks. Yeah, we have a couple segments like that. So far, our most popular episode is episode 4, where we go deep on necrophilia, on the 10 classes of necrophiliacs.
Yeah.
Oh,
That one's gaining a lot of traction.
Nice.
So, yeah.
talking about waking up broke, sticky, and confused. Good
There you
Lord.
go.
Yeah.
But still lonely.
And well, yeah, because it's just you in a morgue. So
Right,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
yeah.
If you're lucky. Sometimes it's just you, wherever you are, and that
Yeah.
other person landed. It's
Well,
very
it's-
rarely the morgue.
Yeah, it's like the old Sam Kinison bit. Do you remember his on necrophilia?
No, but I know him.
Love Sam, but I don't remember that.
Of him, but I
Oh,
don't know that.
He said somebody gave him, he was asking, he's trying to come up with new bits and stuff, and this guy goes, well, listen, I got a little news thing, but dude, it's too much. It's nobody, you can't make a joke about it. And he's like, give me the information. And it was about down in Los Angeles, there was a coroner that oh yes, by the way, before I go any further, my colleague over there reminded me to enable the chat so anybody listening can join in.
Unlike
which we do
last
have-
time, we forgot.
yeah,
almost the
forgot
entire
it till
show.
about 15 minutes to the end of the show. Anyway, so Sam Kinison, this guy gives him the information about necrophiliac in a morgue. And so the new people that would come in, he would, obviously have sex with them. And he was like, yeah, I could just imagine, sitting there, you're dead, and you're like, yeah, well, here we go. Had a good life. And I'm just going to sit here and wait for the, light to come out of the,
Oh, yeah.
hey, what are you doing? What's going on? Why are you rolling me over? Wait a minute. What are you doing to me? Oh my God, I got screwed in my life. Now I'm getting screwed while I die. Ah. So, and then of course,
I'm glad that he
Yeah, I
I was wondering what parts he was going to yell.
I remember that bit now. I totally remember that.
Yeah.
You saying that. I remember.
yeah, it's. I mean, he obviously does it far better than I do because I can't do the Sam Kinison scream. Nor if I did, my wife would come running down thinking,
Are you
something-
okay?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're punching your son again. Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, you can't say stuff like that when I'm about to drink coffee.
Oh,
I know,
we both
that's-
were about to drink, so
Like
it was
the-
perfect
and that's
timing.
why
That
it's,
would have been great.
Yeah,
that's why it's
that's
getting
a
back
comic
down there now.
stream.
Oh, I
It's
know, dude. The
It's to
spit
make
takes are
bodily fluids
awesome.
come out. Yes.
Yes. Which, speaking of bodily fluids, by the way, I'm going to back Sean up on this debate. Peeing in the shower is awesome.
Yeah, it's a must.
Oh,
Dude.
God.
Oh my God!
It's a
As a guy,
must.
it's you're already in there. There's warm water flowing over you. Like, I might as well add to it, and it's
Exactly.
also good for athletes' feet.
That's what I was about
Well,
to say. That I'm
yeah.
currently treating a fungus on my toe with
Virtual
my
high
own
five.
urine.
Virtual
Bam.
high five, bro.
Yeah.
Bam! What's up, Knuckles,
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
I
Dude.
look
Yeah.
from when we did that, because that's on our podcast. We went over this, and I think at the time, I said, "Oh my God, that's so gross." And then I was like, "I've done it. Like, of course I've done it. It's just so different for a woman because it just runs down our legs. It's like a much different feeling than
Probably
just."
like spider webs connects to both legs and like creates.
Okay, first of all, my pee hole is not the size of a Coke bottle. Okay, so no. And that's what it would need to be. But after we had that, I peed like 3 times in the shower just to be like, what do we got here? What's going? Like, what am I missing?
What? Yeah,
And-
exactly.
And I will say this, I don't, like if I liked peeing now, I don't have to sit on the toilet right before I shower. It's just like, I'm going to just go shower and do it then.
Dude.
So there is a one step now that's eliminated in the shower process.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
and there you go. You're already in there. The water's going down the sewer anyway. It's not like, there's somebody down there going, oh, well, this is just shower water, so we can use this for, and even if you water plants with it, I'm pretty sure it's, urine's weed killer.
I'm
So,
saving toilet paper.
boom. What
I'm
am I,
saving
dude,
my puss from being chafed.
right?
Like, there's a lot of good going on. So
Hello.
just to be the female side of being like, let's do it, guys. Go for it.
Yeah. And again, saves athletes' feet. So there we
You
go.
go. Yeah.
Put that thing away, man.
You're going to get an audience if you keep showing feet.
What was that appendage he just showed? Yeah, wouldn't you like to know? So I'm gonna pull my pants up now. So anyway, yeah, and also the whole now, correct me if I'm wrong, because you guys crossed this in your show. You crapped in the bathtub.
Yeah.
She's like, uh-huh.
Yeah, I did. I did a couple different times. The one time.
One wasn't enough.
Well, the most recent one, it's dark. It's because I'm a recovering heroin addict, which we can laugh about because that's all we can do.
Right.
And one time I was kicking heroin, opiates, and I was in the bath. I was taking hot showers because you do that when you're kicking something. You're detoxing. For me, at least, it helped. And I farted, and diarrhea kicked me while I was laying there. So maybe we'll laugh about it now. But yeah, when I was younger, I don't know what it was, but I probably like 9 or 10. I was taking a shower, and I squatted, and I was like, I've got to poo right now. And
this is happening.
I just pooped in the shower, like it was just. And then as a kid, like you don't really. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get this down the drain. And then I guess I could have picked it up and put it in the toilet.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I went the hard way. Come on, like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
So I just smushed it. I smushed it down the drain.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
I
also,
can see that.
flashbacks
I
to
did
Play-Doh.
that
So
when 4th grade pooping.
You pooped in the shower.
No, in the bathtub. Because you're sitting there taking a bath, playing around with your toys and stuff, and I got to poop. And the toilet's way over there.
Right.
What if I just
there's a
pooped
new
here?
toy to
Then,
play
like you
with in
said,
the
I could just
bathtub now.
take
That's
it
what I'm
out.
talking
But then you poop, and then you're like, what am I supposed to pick this up with?
Right.
Like I don't want to use one of my
your Tonka truck that's in the bathtub with you.
No, that's gross.
It's
Nobody
not
brings a Tonka truck.
Well, wait. I
into
love
a
that you
bath.
think. I love that you think touching the toy with your piece of shit is more gross than sitting in a tub with your piece of shit.
Well, I'm gonna scrub up afterwards. Ain't no thing.
There's no logic.
It just use the, but then it's as soon as you do it, you screwed up.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
I would hope so. I would hope after the turtle head comes out, you rethink it. You're just like, once you break the seal, you're like, did I think this through? Am I sure? And then,
No, it wasn't until it was all the way out and kind of, what do I do with that?
Yeah.
And yours was floating around because you were in the bath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was probably worse. I mean, the shower, at least you can get away from it.
Yeah.
Dude,
I was
Like in the bathtub, it's coming for you. It's like, hey, buddy.
My shower, it was a bathtub, but it wasn't filled with water. So just plopped on the ground. And then I used my toy. I had this little battleship boat that I had to like scrape around the edges of the drain to get all that.
What a war.
And make sure it was down.
A war.
It was a submarine.
My God.
Wow. Where were the G.I. Joes?
Yeah.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. Put G.I. Joe on top of it and float it around. And,
I should have done that. My Ultimate Warrior doll, I should have done that.
Oh, my good Lord. That would have been awesome.
Right?
Ultimate Warrior. You're a piece of shit. I'm going to body slam you.
Then you need Hulk. You need Hulk to actually bring it down.
Oh, yeah, brother.
Watching a biography on the Warrior as we speak. A&E's firing out these amazing biographies on all these wrestlers right now.
Oh, really?
It's very cool, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. We just had we had a guy on a couple of weeks ago, Kenneth Jenkins. He's big time big time into all the wrestling shows and stuff, and does his own podcast on it. He's had some names on there. It was really cool.
Nice.
Hearing about some of the stuff that he talked about. It was called To Call Up is the name of his show. And then he also collects a lot of the figurines and stuff, and
Very cool.
all sorts of collectibles. Really cool. It was pretty fun to hear about some of the stuff that you don't know about the wrestling people and stuff. And so it was very interesting.
It's pretty dark. There's a lot of darkness, a lot of death. A lot of them have died early deaths, and a lot of.
Well, you're talking about entertainers that are just pushed to the limit, like what, 350 days out of the year or something.
Yeah.
And all they do is constantly train, and it's just nuts, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny watching because I had no idea that they did all these things on the road. I just thought it was for TV, so like they worked once every week or whatever. I had no idea they all toured and did these live shows in every city like a musician.
Yeah.
I thought one and done, and then they wait till they're called up again.
And then they go to Florida and sit in their lounge chairs and wait for the next show and get flown out. And
they get their
no,
next
seriously,
script.
there's a lot of people that think that,
Yeah, I had no idea.
And so it is pretty. I mean, these people, they do put in tons of work, and I mean, they're actors, obviously, but they're physical actors. It's like the ultimate slapstick acting kind of.
With
Some of it's
razor
comedy.
blades and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hilarious. All the interactions between Macho Man and really anybody, but especially the Hulkster, those interactions are just to die for. So
You're
funny.
the cream of the crop, brother. Oh, yeah.
I just like the looks after where he looks at the audience and just like,
Hulkster.
can you believe it? Like these anime like cartoon. Like what? Like who told? Look at your hair. It's just really funny because as a kid you're like, this is great, this is hilarious, and as an adult you're like, how did this get me?
No,
how
as a
did
kid,
I believe this?
as a kid, honey, it wasn't funny. I cried.
No, that's what I'm saying.
cried.
We believed it. That's what I'm saying. We believed it, and as an adult you're like, how did I believe?
Ooh, the Hulkster's
What?
face. Oh, when the Undertaker threw Ultimate Warrior in the coffin and they couldn't get the coffin open. You remember that?
Gosh, I
and they had to
remember that.
resuscitate the Warrior because he died, and there were scratch marks in the coffin. I was so scared for the Ultimate Warrior. Oh my god! I
my
cried.
gosh!
He thought the Ultimate Warrior was his dad. He did. He thought the Ultimate Warrior.
No, I wished he was my dad.
Well, he wished, and then he thought he was gonna come. The Undertaker was gonna come and kill his parents.
Yeah, I thought the Taker was going to come put my parents in a coffin after I saw that.
Yeah, that was like a nightmare.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Wow.
I was convinced that the Undertaker was Glenn Danzig for a while.
Right?
That would be dope.
But then the height difference was kind of
I'm going to body slam you.
Glenn is very tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's a little dwarf. He's like Ronnie James Dio. Well, was. But Ronnie James Dio is dead. So, but yeah, all these like amazing rock stars with all these powerful voices. They're about this tall.
Tiny.
Like,
Itsy bitsy.
Yeah, they're 4 inches tall, and it's all camera angles.
Oh, we were watching
Rage
Rage Against the Machine concert the other night, and they're just so looking at the
Zach is like this big.
Guys just running around stage.
He's just like, fight the power. He's just this little tiny guy.
Yeah.
But he's got that voice, man. It's just.
Oh, he's amazing.
Yeah, very
It's
powerful.
like the bowels of hell just opened up through his lungs, and he's like, I'm going to eat your soul.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, are you talking about Zach?
Well, the power behind it, yeah.
Oh, the power. Yeah, I was like,
the power.
what song is that? That's
That's I'm gonna eat your soul. It's
it sounds like Guar. What sounds more like Guar?
Wait till you hear the elevator music
Guar.
version of that song. It's awesome. Yeah, Guar. Oh my
Have you ever
god.
been to a Guar concert?
I've never been to a concert, but I have
You've
heard
never
of Guar.
seen Guar? Oh my god.
Man, it is an experience.
You come home. Oh man, the last time I saw him when I lived in San Francisco, where me and my buddy are riding the bus home, laughing that we're covered in fake cum and blood.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Hilarious and just
I
just
remember
drenched.
I've apparently hit a nerve with Matt.
I love Guar. I love
Andy
Guar.
Andy just said Guar is a total experience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
Andy.
they are, man.
Oh yeah, Andy.
I remember when I had to work one night when they were playing. I worked at a very famous club in Chicago called Metro, and they played there. And I was working, and when I went home from work at like 3 a.m, I looked like I saved myself from a murder. Like it looked like someone attacked me, and I felt like every person I saw, because it's Chicago, so there's still people out. Everything's open until 5. And I had to tell everyone, like, I was at a Guar concert. Don't worry, I was at a Guar concert. I had to like tell everybody, like, I'm not full of cum. I swear. It was a Guar concert.
It is.
They're all dialing their phones like, yeah, okay, sure, honey. It's okay. We understand. Guar. Just sit down, relax. We're going to have some help for you in just a minute.
Right.
Man,
yeah, it was funny.
I got to see Guara and the Misfits together. No Danzig Misfits.
Oh, God.
What a show.
Yeah, that would be an amazing show. Good Lord. Dark, evil, and twisted and kind of sexy in a way, if you know what I mean.
Very sexy.
All right. Now, your show, albeit very new. Okay, because I've been thinking about this since I heard the bit. Okay, and I covered the peen in the shower thing, which we'll just say dope.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all did a little segment, and we had some other guests on. They had a little thing that they did as well. But I thought this was super cool. You called it Nope or Dope. And it totally fired me up, and I wanted to run some Nope or Dopes by you.
Yes, I love this.
Yes.
Okay, this is the cross promotion thing we do here.
Now, what do you want us to do? Because we do it both ways. Do you want us to be like just Nope or Dope right away, or do you want us to do, or do you want us to do Nope or Dope right away, but then explain why?
Okay. Well, do it like you did on your show. You both you gave your Nopes or Dopes, and then you explained your reasons.
So, okay. Got it.
All right, which I think you need to continue doing that bit because it's dope.
Yeah.
Nope or Dope is dope.
Awesome.
So, and I asked Matt to do some, but
explain. Andy is freaking out.
No, tell Andy, listen to their show and figure it out.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Andy,
I'm
here.
just teasing Andy.
A couple of nuts.
A couple of nuts talking. Andy is from Rum and Regrets, by the way, which is a podcast.
That's one we watched with you guys.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And Andy's awesome. We love Andy.
Andy.
Okay. So here's my first Nope or Dope.
All right.
Rainfall shower heads.
Dope.
Rainfall shower.
Like the one in Vegas. Remember, it was like this big, and it just kind
the one with no power.
It has no power, but there's other jets that come out.
But it's just cascading water down on you.
Wait, are you talking about just the top thing?
Yeah, just the big top shower head. It's
just like, nope.
Oh, no.
Nope.
Nope?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Matt?
Well, nope on just the
Matt
thing.
But
but dope if it has the rest of the
power behind
it. But
it.
he's not saying that. He's saying just the thing on the top, and that's a big nope.
Nope. No, doesn't rinse you well enough.
It's zero function.
Unanimous.
Yeah.
Zero function. Not enough power to ricochet anything off your beds. You know, if anything's on your skin, you're not getting clean. And then it's like, what? You just stand there.
And if you poop in the shower, it's just gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
Well,
then you got to pee on it.
Because
that's right.
I don't know. We bought one, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And I'm like, you know what? We got a good deal on it. We'll put it in. We just bought in this house, and we put it in. And it's got good water pressure. So it's like a heavy rainfall. Like if you were outside in a big heavy rainstorm, this is what it's like. Except it's warm.
You're bragging about how good yours is, but the one that I used, we were just like, what are we doing here?
It was more of a trickle.
And we just flipped it to the other.
Do you have another shower
no. There's got to be some balls behind it.
Is that your main shower head, or is this an additional shower head?
It's an option. It's an option.
Yeah, did you name your shower head Sun 2 because it has balls behind it?
I call it Junior. Whoa! Okay, so nopes on that. I said dope because mine it's like I said, it's got some gusto behind it. But yeah, dribbly, no, that's the worst.
Yeah.
I hate, like, you go to a hotel and they've got those cheap ass shower heads, and they just it's like somebody going
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you
Worst.
go to a hotel in California,
like
with
it's
the
a
low
bad
flow ones,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where they're like little needles because there's no.
Oh,
No power.
Yeah.
It just
No.
has like gravel in it to go through. Yeah.
missed.
Yeah.
I want to
and
point
Andy
something
says
out.
nope as well.
Eddie says
I
no,
wanted
too.
to point something out because this is what I do. So if you just want the real Bethany in the house, my favorite part of what you asked is when you said we bought in a rain
Ugh,
shower
I do
head.
that all the time.
He does it all the time. I've never heard anyone else say boughten, and I was just like, oh my god, Kristian just said boughten. You said, do you not remember? Did you not hear yourself? You said like my
We
wife
bought.
and I
We
bought
bought.
in. Yeah.
Button.
And I was just like, this guy says
Okay.
that all the time. Never heard that before.
Because it's bought, right?
It's bought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we bought.
It is spot.
Artist.
It's spot. I'm old, so I tend to stumble over words. And
Oh, man.
I forget
We-
what I'm doing sometimes.
We have such a hard time.
We did. After COVID, like something switched in our brains. We're no longer,
It's 5G.
it's like we can't come up with words. Like we were in Vegas. We just got back from Vegas. And this lady who was awesome, she valeted our car to us. And when she got out, he tipped her. And I don't think anyone's tipping right now in Vegas, by the way. Which is like, you can't.
Oh.
But don't let me get off on that pet peeve. Like, if you can't tip, you're not, then you can't afford to go on vacation and you should go home. But anyways, we tipped her and she got really excited. So she started asking like, hey, do you want me to put your luggage in the car and all this? And then I said real quick, I was like, oh no, he likes to stroke his muscle. And I was like, I got in the car after and she looked at us. She looked at us and was like, ha ha, and then like probably scooted away. And then I sat down in the car and I looked at Sean and I go, did I say stroke your muscle?
We sure did.
And he goes, you sure did, yeah. And I was like, oh my God. And he's like, you know you meant flex. And I was like, what is wrong with me?
Yeah. Cute.
Like, it's something
You're like, and
happening.
by the way, I'm driving. You're going to be stroking my muscle on the I-10 going home. What's up?
Yeah.
So I can blame my not knowing how to finish a sentence on COVID.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I've been doing, yes.
No,
Oh,
that
my-
was
my wife-
My wife will be so happy to hear
marijuana
that.
most of your life, Matt.
Yeah,
Well,
I-
but I mean, I've had COVID most of my life, so.
Yeah, I had a job. I worked for a company, and I wanted them to send me a check, right? So I didn't do the job yet. I booked it. They're like, "How are we gonna pay?" And I was like, "Oh, just cut me a check." And they're like, "No, you're gonna have to fill out all this information and give us your bank account and your social and like all this stuff." And I was like, "Absolutely, I'm not giving you all that. Why would I give you all that?" And she's like,
Yeah.
"Well, because of COVID, we can't cut checks anymore." And I was like, COVID has nothing to do with cutting a check. Like, what are you talking? Like, everyone's using
It's
it.
a slip of paper. I use
Just write
toilet
on
paper.
it and give it to me.
I was like,
Like-
you guys are using this excuse way too much. Like, do your job.
Yeah. Oh, it's so amazing what people used as an excuse during that whole pandemic freak out.
Well, we're in California, so it's still going
Los
on.
Angeles. Well, today
I
was the
know.
first day. Today was the first day where you don't have to wear a mask indoors anymore. So
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
my,
everyone, by the way, is still wearing.
everybody's still
Yeah. Oh, out here in Missouri, they in Kansas City, they lifted the ban almost a month ago. You still see people in their cars driving with the mask on, and you're like, listen, you're the reason that there's instructions on Pop-Tarts. Okay?
right.
You don't get this.
Right.
Yeah.
Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah.
You're in the car by yourself. Roll the
Please
window
let
down.
it go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my
All right, sorry. We're doing dope or no stuff.
Dope or no.
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Here.
I want to
This
go
is
back
why
to
it's
that
called the
really
Random
quick,
Christian Show, by the way.
because I dropped my car off to get a oil change this morning before they opened, and I hopefully was going to pick it up this afternoon, but leaky radiator, whatever. Anyway, I was so excited that when I was going to go pick it up, I didn't have to wear a mask,
Yeah.
and I'm really bummed that I have to wait till tomorrow to get it. Because I was so excited to go outside without a mask on. Like,
Yeah.
Wait, Matt, where are you?
up in San Luis Obispo.
Oh, okay, so you're
slow.
Cali too. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Slow vibes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hi.
that's right, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful Central Coast.
Love it up there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's my other second hometown. I'm actually from the Bay Area, and then I lived down there, and I lived in LA, and I lived in Ventura, and so.
Oh yeah,
Anyway,
that's it.
And
dude,
where in
don't get me
LA
started
are
on
you
Ventura.
guys? Like what?
We're
I
in
mean, not
studio.
specifically, but
Oh,
Yeah.
we're in Studio City.
Like
Okay.
Sherman Oaks Studios.
Yeah, Matt wants to sleep
Okay.
at your house while he's down there.
Come on over.
No,
All
we'll
right.
be moving. We'll be moving before that.
Okay.
No, we are. Yeah, we are looking like a lot of people are to move out
Yeah.
to Los Angeles and
Yeah.
California in general. So, but we're here in Studio City now that the housing market is just insane.
Outrageous. We're not.
We're waiting a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, Kansas City. It's
Love
the way to
Kansas
go.
City. Love
Really?
Kansas
You
City.
like Kansas City? Why?
I don't know. When I flew out here, I moved out here for a job, mind you. Okay, I was not even in the mood, but I'm like, you know what? I got nothing else going on, and my buddy's like, dude, you come out here, I swear to God, you're gonna have a job within a week, which I did.
Nice.
And this was 15, 16 years ago. And I don't know what it was, man, because I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna be the Midwest. There's gonna be all this inbreeding and the total no, there was no attitude. People were
Kindness.
Beautiful people.
dude, such nice freaking people. Like I'm
Yes.
you're standing in line at Vaughn's, right? Everybody's just kind of standing there, nobody really talks to each other, right?
Right.
Here people will just like turn around and like, so do you like the Butterfingers?
Yeah.
And they just start talking and you're like, I don't know what that means.
Right.
When I
Wait,
first-
what are you doing to me?
Right.
Just
Yeah.
turn around and pay attention to the lady that's behind the counter and
That's
just
right,
pay for
man.
your food.
Don't talk to me.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
remember. I'm from Chicago, so I moved here, and I was my Midwestern self of like, oh, I love your hair. Like that's so cute. Oh, nice. What do you guys do? Like I'd be in line, and be like, what are you guys doing tonight? Like anything
Right.
fun? And I just get these looks like I was insane.
Yeah.
And
But
it
are you gonna come follow me and kill me? Like, why do you want to know this?
Right.
Yeah, or
Like, what's up?
do you
What's
want
up with
something
that?
from me? Like, do you know who I am? And it was just like, oh my God, I can't. And it really kind of changed my social vibe. Like, I'm a completely different person now. And it's funny because he comes home where my family is, which is in Chicago, outside of Chicago now. And he comes there and he's like, oh my God, it's just so not like the people are kind and
Yeah, I'm
smile and get to know
from
you.
here. I'm from Burbank. I'm from LA my whole life. So
Yeah.
But I've always been kind of not an outgoing person, but I think I'm a nice person. I like to talk to people. So when I go to the Midwest, I feel at home.
Yeah.
I love everything.
Dude, I was just instantly, I felt comfortable. I mean, yeah, the humidity was insane. And yeah, the winters are cold. But the beautiful thing is you get 4 seasons here.
Yeah.
Right.
You get summer, spring, fall, winter. You don't get like I lived in Wisconsin for a while where it was summer and winter.
Right.
And summer was 3 to 4 months, winter was the rest of it. So and then coming, from California,
No seasons. I try to remember things, and I'm just like, it was sunny. I was like, oh God, I don't know when that was.
Sunny.
We have the rainy season, which may or may not rain, and then the rest of the year is fire season.
Yeah.
Right.
And
it will fire. I mean.
Yeah. And see, Andy makes a good point here too. First off, he said because rainfall is a novelty in California, referring to our earliest statements, and then it's amazing how nice the rest of the country is outside of California.
Oh yeah, we both tour. We both tour, and it's a really good reminder when you're out somewhere else to go, okay, I believe in humankind.
Yeah.
Because in LA, you're just like, fuck people. Oh my God, like what is going? And you think the whole world is this way. I did for a long where I was just sad for the world. I was like, God, I hope that humans, go through some sort of transformation again. And then you just step outside of, like Andy said, California, like, oh, okay. So people
there is hope for humankind.
Yes,
That's awesome.
yes.
Yeah, my brother and sister-in-law just moved to Vegas, and they love it. It's like, you guys got to come out here.
This is on one of our lists.
A fantastic place.
Vegas we look in Vegas as well.
Yeah.
We look in Indiana. We look like Indiana area. Vegas. We were looking kind of Arizona, but we kind of stopped at the Arizona.
We liked Arizona, but I don't like the way the houses look and the landscape. It's just rock. It's just like I would be so bored so quick.
Dude, it's 120 at midnight out in Arizona.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I
Montana
lived in
is-
Flagstaff, and Flagstaff was nice, but it's a tourist town. So, it's I mean, at least you don't get the just balls heat that happens. And I've seriously, I've never been to a place where it's always hot, and you're just, it's like I can't escape it. I can't escape it. And I was in my van again, which Vanagon camper. So I'm thinking, I'm just going to camp out. I drove down for a business meeting the next morning. Instead of getting a hotel, I'm like, I'll just camp out my van. No, I said, fuck this. I'm going back to the hotel, and I'm going to turn the AC on full blast and rest my crotch on the thing because I have lost.
Because your sun was hot.
Yeah, it was. The sun did not go down or up. It was.
I meant SON.
Withering.
Because I keep calling your div a sun, remember? That's all right. I'll explain it every time. It's okay.
Well, because we aren't doing any visuals, and it is a podcast technically too. So yeah. All right. So
Kansas City though is dope. Just one last thing. Kansas City, one of my favorite bands is from Kansas City, called Shiner. If you haven't heard Shiner, check them out. Really good.
Shiner? No, I haven't heard of them.
Yeah, Kansas City band, and they're killer.
Really? I'll have to check that out. I know Puddle of Mud came from here, but
that's one of his friends.
I know Wes, the singer.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I guess the whole reason they named the band Puddle of Mud, the studio they were recording in, got flooded out because it was right near the river when they had a big flood come through.
Wow.
And there was just this big puddle stain in the middle of the studio, and so they decided to call the band Puddle of Mud after that for some reason.
Nice.
Yeah. So anyway, there we go. There's a little Kansas City nostalgia there. Flip flops, nope or dope?
Oh, dope.
Dope.
Yeah.
Okay, dope. Matt?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm a pair of them right here.
I just put my flip flops on and go to Chick-fil-A. Like they're just quick and easy, and you're out the door. What is the stress about it? Why are you guys nopes? Are you nopes because you go through winter? Is that why?
I'm barefoot. I do not. If I don't have to wear shoes, I don't wear shoes. Trust me. I am so.
Andy's on our side.
Andy's dope. Wearing them right now.
3. Andy breaks our ties, so
we don't wear them around.
Well,
we don't wear them around the house. We wear them just if we're going out to run an errand or something like that.
See,
it's the closest to barefoot and still be able to get into public places.
Plus, it just feels weird. That little, it's like a foot thong. I don't know. It's so annoying, and the sound it makes.
So that's because you got some sweaty ass feet, Kristian.
Well, yeah, that's
you need to powder up, boy. You gotta powder up.
The one thing that's
it's like Birkenstocks. I can't stand Birkenstocks either, man.
Those are different. Those are not flip flops. Those are like double. What are those? Straight jacket? They're like the straight jacket of flip flops.
What'd you call them, Sean?
Like,
hippie boots.
Hippie boots.
Hippie boots.
Yeah.
Hippie boots.
Or German tourist
I literally
shoes.
want to punch people that wear Birkenstocks. That's how much I don't like them.
What about Birkenstocks with socks?
Flip flops with socks.
Flip-flops.
Dude,
that's painful.
The one negative about flip-flops is that if you need to protect yourself, like you're being attacked or something, it may be kind of difficult to put the flip-flops on. You can't really. I guess you could take it off and slap them with it, but
I was going to
kick and fight with it on.
No one wants a flip-flop thrown at them.
Right.
No, but Sean and I bought a new car, and Sean has taken a liking to it. So, and we both are just like, oh my God, our new cousin in California to have a new car. By the way, the first day I drove it out of the lot, I got hit and run. First day.
My God.
Somebody hit, and he guess what? He was driving out of the LASIK Eye Center. Yeah. I'm glad you guys are laughing, and it's funny to you.
No, it
day.
sucks, but
No,
oh my
I'm
gosh,
kidding,
the
I'm kidding.
irony.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so anyways, Sean and I have been very overprotective of our car. And every time we hear our alarm go off, we like run out of our house with our flip-flops on because our garage is on the back of us, so we can't see it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
we run out and we check it, and we always throw on these flip-flops.
Yeah.
And we are always talking after we come back up. Thank God nothing really happened, because what are we going to do with flip-flops? Like,
Yeah.
try and we're going to face plant in the alley as soon as it happens. Like,
We
we don't
got the
think
pepper
things.
spray too.
But we
pepper
do,
spray
yes.
right now.
Oh,
Listen,
well,
you
I'm
need a
filming.
pair of slip-on Vans next to the door.
I
There
just
you
told him
go.
that.
Yeah.
I told him
Not-
that.
Or hey, how about some where'd they
Right.
go?
There we go. Sponsor.
Banana chucks. There we go.
Nice.
Consolidate. They make a slip-on banana chucks, and I'm
Yeah.
telling you, these things, they're skateboard shoes, but they're so freaking comfortable.
Those are
If
dope.
you thought Vans were comfortable, these blow them away.
Hey,
Oh, I don't think Vans are
nope,
comfortable.
nope or dope. Dope.
Banana
Dope.
chucks,
Full on
dope.
dope. Yeah. So okay, now this is gonna lead into my next question. Toe socks, nope or dope?
I don't know what that
The
is.
socks that your toes
Like
can have little
the
individual.
gloves.
Oh,
For your-
I say no, just because that seems like, when you go and get your nails done, like your toenails at a pedicure, and they put that
Okay,
they
yeah,
put
because I
that
have.
thing in between each toe. Like, it's painful to me. I hate it. I hate every second of it. I wish like dryness on my toes so I can rip that thing out. So I have to say no on the sock toe thing.
No toe socks. Nope,
Yeah.
nope.
I'd say no
All
on
nope.
those as well. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of information.
Although those toe shoes are they're so weird looking. I'm interested to see what they feel like. The shoe, like Croc
Ah, I know what
versions
you're
of
talking
the
about,
toe
yes.
shoes. River
Those
shoes.
Those are
They-
supposed to be
like that.
pretty nice, though.
That's
yeah,
what
you
I'm,
like
that's what I'm
rock
saying.
climbing
Yeah,
them and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get
that's
your little
different.
toe grips.
Yeah, that'd be
Well,
dope.
and see, that reminds me, because like back in the days, like when I was wrestling back in high school, I had wrestling, the wrestling shoes, they're very thin but dude, they were super comfortable, and I wore them like I had a pair just to wear.
Right.
And oh my gosh, so comfortable. Everyone's like, dude, those are wrestling shoes. You can't wear them. Like, why can't I? Well, they're wrestling shoes. So,
I love when people
Hey.
tell you can't do shit.
Right.
It's like,
yeah.
it's like, shut up, shush, go
Yeah.
do your own life and mess up.
Zibbit,
I'm
dibbit,
living mine,
zibbit.
and I'm happy. Yeah, I'm gonna wear whatever I want to wear, and I'm also gonna pile drive you for saying I can't wear wrestling shoes. Yeah, I'm
Yes.
gonna put you in the sleeper.
It's always pre-wrestling.
I'm
Yeah.
going through my files
Getting
right
ready to
now.
kick your
And I'm
ass,
about to
man.
pull up a big old bag of shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Okay. Right on. Okay, tank tops.
Oh, dope.
Dope.
Did we
dope.
show you his cat tank
I
top?
didn't.
Oh, that was a
Yeah.
cat. Yeah, that was pretty dope. But I've seen too many guys with hairy backs
Oh yeah, that's a no.
wearing tank tops, and I was like, ugh. Oh,
See,
and
that's a
like
no.
right now, I'm still no.
If you have a hairy back, don't wear a fucking thing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
different.
that's,
like, you gotta
Yeah,
evaluate
but-
yourself.
It seems like every guy that has the full-on afro going on his back decides I've got to wear a tank top or a
See,
mesh
Sean-
tank top, which is
Sean
even
wears
better.
his afro on his face, so
Yeah.
there's none on his back.
Yeah.
I guess there's a confidence these back hair guys have that we don't. I guess weird.
But
Ooh, someone said
I-
not your back thing. Who's that? Who's Lois?
not. Oh
It's
yeah.
his
No,
wife.
that's my
Oh.
wife.
Hello.
and,
Hi, Miss Kristian.
That's
That's my wax.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wax that
Yeah.
back.
She actually, like, the other day she goes, oh, you got a little hair on your back. I'm like, what? And I'm like, well, what do I do? And she's like, well, you can wax it. I'm like, okay. And so anyway, she does hair and esthetician and waxing and all that. So she's like, you want me to wax? I'll wax. I was like, okay. And like now, okay,
Oh yeah.
you know the show Jackass. That was me and my friends back in the day before Jackass was popular. We used to take duct tape and put it on our legs, like when we were passed out, and you'd
Ugh.
rip them off to wake them up. And so this is what I'm thinking. Like, and she's like, I'm like, oh well, that wasn't bad. And then she does it again, and then keeps doing it. I'm like, okay, it's getting a little worse, but not bad. And so like I'm thinking I have this huge like ponytail on my back. It's not that bad, but it he started drinking again. Oh, by the way, yeah, I'm 14 years sober, so that's what
Hey,
Oh,
what up?
That's
Actually, Father's Day I will be 14 years sober. So
oh my
Nice.
gosh.
he's almost Halloween. That's
Yeah,
what
October 23rd. I'm 3.5 years right now. So.
nice, bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, just kidding.
He will
Good
now.
save.
He will now, Lois.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna go through a breakdown, babe. Way to go. Yeah. So yeah, no, I totally understand the DTs, and trust me, meth. I did it all. Trust me. So
I love how once you said meth, you're like, that means I've done it all. You're like,
well,
I've done meth, I've done it all.
meth became like one of my darkest holes for the longest time, and I actually quit that no problem. It was the alcohol and cigarettes that I could not quit.
Sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, that one Father's Day 14 years ago,
Nice.
done.
Love it.
But yeah, so awesome. And yeah, Bethany, I'm really jealous because you're like, oh, I don't drink or do anything. I'm like, pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Total normie.
Well, I have addictions to a lot of other stuff, so don't
She
worry.
does.
Like, I have my shit too.
Oh, trust me,
Yeah. Just not alcohol
yeah,
or drugs. Yeah.
yeah. No,
I
coffee
did
and-
one half of E, by the way. So
Oh.
don't start jumping to conclusions, Kristian.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mississippi chicken, dope or nope? And
Oh,
what
I've
the
never
hell
had
is
it.
Mississippi
Never
chicken?
had it.
Yeah, I've never had
What
it.
is Mississippi chicken?
Come to my house if you ever want the most amazing food you'll ever eat. She is an amazing cook.
Let's go.
And
Send us your address, Kristian. We're there. We travel
Dude.
all the time, and we will knock you do. We'll be like,
oh,
hey.
dude, if you come through KC, you're stopping here.
Yes.
We live up near the airport, so it's
I
not
wish I
hard
had
to
it.
find us.
I wish I had a pen. Oh wait, I do have a pen.
Oh,
What's
I'll
the
send it to you.
address?
I'll send it to you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So iPods, dope or nope?
Dope.
Wait, iPod. You said not pad, right?
iPod,
What?
the old little.
The big square one. See, now I have the Nano, and I thought it was so dope, and I loved it. It was my everything, so I'll say dope. But I only had the big one for a minute, and
Oh, really?
I kept dropping it, and I broke, and I was just like, I can't.
You know,
It's
those
just-
things are like worth gold now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
People still use iPods. Yes, cool people, Andy, still use iPods.
Yeah, my Nano is.
Your phone
excellent.
is an iPod.
Yeah.
essentially.
No. This is the original like
Yeah.
Apple iPods. I
don't know
still
where
have
my-
one. I think they're awesome.
Did
Oh, they're
you
dope.
take mine
There's
and
one.
pawn? Did you pawn mine?
I did get. I did.
You did.
I
You pawned
traded-
all of my good stuff.
I think I traded one of your iPods
Yeah.
for some pills.
You definitely did. So all of my great things that I loved, and then he also took my Nano. He took everything that I loved.
I got it back.
Oh.
You nine-stepped it with money.
Come on.
Not you
He
can't buy
started
an
something
iPod
here.
again. You can't buy enough. Just like Kristian said, you're gonna have to fork out like $5,000, buddy, to give me back my Nano. And the Nanos are even more, by the way. They're even
Are they
harder.
really?
Yeah, because
No. I think
Yeah.
like the brick ones.
I thought the classic ones were like the big money tickets.
no, when
Look.
I went back,
Oh.
This thing right here has the best sound processor in it. Those classics, the big ones,
Yeah.
they
Oh,
don't.
yeah.
The sound
no.
processor is not as good.
Huh.
These sound great. This thing's hooked up to my stereo 24/7.
yeah, I wish I had
It's like,
mine.
no
I
big
wish I
deal.
had all of mine.
I'm going
but,
to grab it. I'm
But
going to
this
get
guy, oh, he's
And when-
no.
There we
And when,
go.
and when
So
I
now,
was
hold on.
driving the Mini, this was in the Mini 24/7.
He's gonna go grab it, but I want to
Boom.
clarify before he gets here that I had two, and this is the one that was broken because he sold the one that was real grapes and worked perfectly. So he is gonna bring one in here, but I'd like you to know it's broken. I can't use it, and that's why he couldn't sell it.
Aha.
Yeah, but it won't matter because
Both of them.
did you know this? Did you know? Yeah, but that one is somebody else's that you gave me You took from somebody else. So did you know this though? If you have an iPod like this green one, I don't know.
Whoa,
Yeah.
those are mini.
those shuffles?
Oh yeah, those are the nanos.
Yeah, these are the shuffles.
Oh, the shuffles. I
Yeah.
call them
Ah,
nanos. Yeah.
okay.
Silver.
So these are even more valuable. And if you break it, Apple no longer makes any. But if you break yours, you can bring it in, and they will replace it with a new one. But you have to have the old one, so you can't buy them anymore. But they will
because
replace
they'll
it.
refurbish them.
Yes. So.
Yeah. See, I actually found a place that replaced the battery in my. I thought my iPod was shot because the battery would only charge and it'd only last for about 30 minutes. And so I was telling this guy at the computer, like a used computer place, they do computer repairs, and he goes, "I can fix that for you." I'm like, "Whoa, what?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, man." He's like, "Bring it in here." And $45 later, and 2 hours later, he had it fixed.
Wow, nice.
I was like, "Oh my God, I love you." And I would do strange things for that.
Would you drink his pee?
Yeah.
I almost peed in his shower, yes.
Ew.
No, he had athlete's feet.
Oh, gross.
So you're doing him a service.
Yeah, it was cool. So and by the way, since my wife is watching, I'm sure I don't know why she hasn't mentioned it, but yeah, Sean, your beard is probably making my wife like incredibly horny right now. She
then you'll have a good night later, Kristian.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
So, you're welcome, Chris.
Yeah, so she just needs to imagine your beard on my face. I can't handle a beard. This is as far as I get facial hair wise. It's just I got the little.
You can't grow it, or you just don't like the way it feels.
I do it out here, especially when it gets hot. I'm just like, oh.
Yeah.
Well, in Cali it gets really hot. He'll go through like little whims of when it's really hot. He's like, I'm shaving this off. I don't fucking care. But he never ends up doing it, and he does. Oh, look, there's a little person.
Hey, that's my daughter.
Assume that would be weird.
The random little people walking in.
Right.
Okay. Awesome.
But he's gone through cycles where you wanted to.
Yeah.
Your mom's gonna
I
be
want
here soon.
every once in a while. I'm like, I got to get rid of this thing, and my wife's like, but no.
I've never seen him without his beard.
She's only seen pictures.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's never seen him without the beard.
If he did, it might be over.
Yeah. See, then that's the whole reason I've got this. And sometimes I'll let this all kind of grow, especially during the winter. But for like a big thick one like yours, dude, I can't. So I like
to move him around. Like if he's not looking at me.
That's totally what she wants to do.
I love it.
She does it. This is actually short too.
This is, yeah. Because I went to grab it and I didn't get much.
So I can't this right here is long enough.
Yeah.
And once it starts getting, my hair just gets bushy and weird, and I can't do it.
You could grow. It looks like some killer chops if you shaved everything in the middle. You would have
the way your coloring comes in too.
Yeah. But I have these weird bald patches right here, and right here.
See, if you can grow it a little longer, you won't even see that.
Well, just trim it off and put some glue in there. It'll be fine.
I just brush it, whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So iPods
and bought a brush.
Fairly dope. Rollerblades.
Oh, I used to rollerblade. Dope. I used to rollerblade so hard when I was younger. I think they're dope.
I have mixed feelings about this because if you buy them and you put them on my feet, I'll definitely rollerblade. But it's never something that I'm like, ooh, I want to rollerblade. Like, it's not what I'm thinking about. Roller skates, too, by the way. Yeah. But if I could choose between roller skates and rollerblades, I would pick rollerblades.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. I wish we might need to come up with, like, nope, dope, and I don't know.
Well, they're dope. They're dope. But we also make fun of people wearing them.
Oh, yeah. So. See, that's what I was going to say. Because then the factor comes in of just, like, dorkdom. Where you're like
yeah, there's the people that, like, had like, they'd be totally color coordinated with their rollerblades, and then they've got the knee pads and the elbow pads and the helmet, and you're just like, you are just a rollerblading cluster, and God, I hope you will rock soon.
Do you know what's funny though? I actually, when I say dorkdom, I mean it for the people who are rollerblading like, and they're really good at it, dancing. And they fucking think they're like the boss, and I'm just like, I can't with you. Like, we could never be friends. Like, whatever this is, if it can't be done at home in your privacy or your house, you shouldn't. I don't want to see it. No, the ones who are like, I can't do. I love them. I'm all about. I'm like in that crowd with them. But these people, like, I can't. The Venice crowd.
Like the roller disco skaters. You
just the ones who think they're the shit and they're on one blade only and they're crossing their feet for no fucking reason. Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
To be cool, man.
That's what I mean. If you're trying that hard, you're not cool. You're a dork, and I can't be friends with
those roller disco folks. We went for her birthday a couple years ago to one of the roller rinks here, and those people are they swipe at you. They're dancing, but if you're kind of stumbling, they'll just go by you real fast.
Like Charlie driving.
Oh yeah, and then give you the dirty look, like when you're on the 405 and you're doing 50 and everybody else is doing 80.
Yeah.
And you're just like, dude, there's an accident up ahead, but you go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
So, yeah. And for everybody else listening, the 405 is like one of the most insane highways in the California. So.
Well, good to know. Now every highway is insane.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
it's got nice. Even the 101 just right over here is just stupid. From
Is it still just stupid from like San Luis Obispo to LA? Because I know north of San Luis Obispo it's not bad, right? But it's once you hit just like Santa Maria all the way down into North Hollywood.
No, starting around 2:00 in the afternoon, if you everyone going south, it backs up from Pismo to San Luis.
Serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
dude.
well, I think
half
of it's tourists. When you come around, you're driving inland, and then you hit Pismo, and you see an ocean.
Yeah.
And they go, ooh.
Oh, so they stop.
Oh my God! Look the water.
But then you have all the locals that are still like flying, and always accidents, and then it backs up, and
it's a pain in the ass. We were on our ride home from Vegas just the other day. We were coming back. What were we on?
210.
Freeway was, there was a crazy traffic jam.
Oh, 15.
And we come up on it, and it was just a guy on his motorcycle pulled off on the side of the road.
He ran out of gas and just standing there.
He ran out of gas, and everybody's like stopping.
And
what's happening?
It was like a 30-minute jam.
While we were driving, we're like, oh shit, we're going into something real rough here. Like, what happened? I hope there wasn't a truck turned over. And then we're like, oh my God.
Guy on a motorcycle just sitting there waiting for a
and everybody's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh,
He's just standing there. He's not moving.
Yeah.
Is he real?
Yeah.
Is he part of the Matrix? What's going on?
He was dressed like that.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh man. I gotta be in LA in a couple of weeks, and I'm so not looking forward to driving down there. A part of me almost just wants I almost want to just take the train and then Uber everywhere.
Yeah.
So,
although, good luck with that because no one's working in California, including Uber.
No.
Yeah, I couldn't get an Uber a couple of weeks ago. Albeit it was at 4:30 in the morning to go to the airport, but still, you used to be able to get Ubers at that time. I'm not kidding. Now people just aren't working. There's
wow.
No
collecting that money, huh?
Yeah, everybody's getting their COVID checks. So I had to bring Stimpy up just because I know you love cats.
Yes.
We are
and
obsessed.
you call them your Kipsums.
Kippums. I'm surprised. One's right here. You can't see her.
Yeah. You can move the camera.
Oh.
Matt plays Dark Side of the Moon for his cat daily.
She loves it.
It's a stoner cat.
She'll find the sweet spot, crash out.
Yeah, our one cat, Puss. Her full name's Octopus, and we spell it two S's at the end. She loves our band, Haunted Air. So whenever we're practicing, because it's acoustic, and I use a vintage, like 1950s piano that's like this.
Oh, nice.
And whatever it is about it. Oh,
you see that? That's Cookie.
That's her right now.
That's a picture of her right now.
Kitty.
A piece of paper that she chewed on.
And then the other one is probably around here somewhere. But the other one, Octopus, she comes out. She's like our biggest fan. She loves our one song called Come Back Haunt Me. she'll come out. She's always asleep, and she'll come out and be like, "Hey, this song is so good."
It's like, dude, this song rocks. So
Don't get us
awesome.
started on our kip-ups.
She does. She kind of
Oh my
stumbles around and does the leg
Okay,
rubs
so
and stuff.
at least
My
you call
cat
them
hates it when I bust
Kip'ems,
out
not
my
fur
guitar.
babies. Do what?
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 What was that,
Fur
man?
babies. Oh, yeah. Whenever I bust out my guitar, my cat bails. She's like,
Oh,
I'm not
shit.
into this. Like, you can't play, dude, and I'm not putting up with it.
Electric or acoustic?
Either one. She doesn't.
Oh.
It just she sees a guitar and she's like, I'm out of here.
Oh, I wish I
I'm
knew.
outta
I
here.
would have. I
Except
have
for if it's
video.
Pink Floyd.
I have video
Yeah.
of our cat. We have them hanging on our walls, and she'll go up and stand on her hind legs and bite the bass.
She plays the guitar,
strings.
yeah.
Oh,
My last cat, you remember my white cat, right, Chris?
Mhm.
Spiffy?
Mhm.
Well, I used to play bass. And you'd be playing, and he'd come along, and he'd go,
Yeah, that's what ours did.
and you'd like, do you want me to stop? And you'd stop, and he'd be like, whoa, why'd you stop, dude? That felt great.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, okay, whatever, you little weirdo.
Wasn't Spiff the one that used to sleep on my head when I stayed at your place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He slept
Okay.
on people, dude.
Yeah.
Head, back,
It's like
feet,
that.
whatever.
No matter what it was, if you fell asleep, the cat was on you. It was
Yeah,
the
he's like,
weirdest thing, dude.
ooh, you
Oh,
look
my
comfy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's every night
Yeah.
in my home.
Yeah.
Every night I am accosted by my two cats.
Okay. So do you call them fur babies, or are they just Kip'ems?
They call them Kip'ems.
I'll be
call
right
them-
back.
Yeah, mainly Kip'ems and Fluffins. I
Yeah.
call them
Okay,
with Fluffins.
okay.
Fluffins.
As long as they're not fur babies.
We don't call them fur babies.
No,
Yeah,
isn't that what
I-
the fetish community call each other when they're
I
Those are
know.
furries.
Furries, yeah, dude, and there's something. What is up with that?
that's a lot of information.
Oh, wait till you hear. We have a new segment where we're just doing fears and fetishes, and we get into some weird ass fetishes.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
some weird stuff going
See, yeah, I was kind of, I was gonna do that with Matt a while back. Oh, there
on.
he
There
is.
we go. Look at
what's
that.
this one's name?
It's called Stoner Cat. That cat
Look
is
at it.
high as
I'm gonna
balls
go get.
right
I'm
now.
gonna go get Puss. If we're showing off cats,
Yeah, go get
here I go.
Or just pick
Okay.
Cookie up.
I'll get Cookie if I
look
can.
at that.
I'm
What's his
going
name?
back to my cat.
Oh, look at that one.
So
There's something
yeah.
about cats. I've had dogs before, but there's just something about cats.
See, I'm more of a dog person, but my wife has horrible allergies to cats and dogs.
Yeah.
And it's so bad, dude. Seriously, she went to go look at this. She was gonna buy this used couch. I mean, it's like, it was a beautiful looking couch, beautiful, right? And she was
Yeah.
all excited because they had a great deal on it, and it was like only 2 years old. And she goes to go look at it, and the first thing she sees is the cat laying on it, and she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh my gosh!" And she's sitting in there, and she's just like, "Okay, I have to go now," and it was like, well, we can't get that couch. It sucks so bad because
Yeah.
I really, really want my dogs, but oh well.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely. I have bad allergies too, but
Yeah.
not that bad. Not that bad. But we're definitely getting dogs too once we get a bigger place. We're gonna get like
Yeah.
Which kitty is that?
This is Puss.
Puss, who loves
That's the puss.
music.
This is Puss.
Octopus.
Yeah, she's
Octopus.
very
Awesome.
She hates our ceiling fan, so she
Hates
freaks
it.
out about
I
it.
was gonna say she does not like being on camera.
She's very skittish.
Well, she's very skittish. She probably can hear your voices through the earphones, and she's
Oh.
just like, I don't know who these
Yeah.
men are. I'm out of here. Yeah.
Oh my
That's
god!
what-
Stop!
Yeah,
My-
she just.
My cat, when Chris calls me, I'll put him on speaker because I'm usually busy doing something. And my cat,
This
does
cat
not like
hates me.
disembodied voices. She
Right.
gets
Yeah.
up and goes, I'm out of here.
Yeah. And our cats don't like men. Like,
Oh
I mean,
really?
it took forever to warm up to him, but yeah, our cats like
Huh.
any man voice,
Yeah.
any stair, like coming up the stairs. They're just like, nope, not having this.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
well, there you go.
Men are
yeah,
jerks, so.
I mean, you
we
know.
are big dumb animals. That's
Yeah.
what I always tell my wife
It's
and my daughters.
You don't even have
Yeah.
to tell your wife; she knows.
Well, she does really.
Yeah.
Well, that's how
Um,
dumb he is.
Nice.
Wow.
Dang, man, coming in
whoa,
hot.
sorry.
I was
sorry,
waiting
sorry.
for a
Coming in
put up
hot.
bump. Yeah.
Yeah. Womp womp womp.
Guns and blazing.
Quick question. So how long have you two been together?
We're going on 6 years.
Wow.
Okay. How did y'all meet? Because you guys have, it's like you both said, it's like you both kind of draw each other out of each other. So it's a great chemistry. And I'm just real curious as to how, because me and my wife are kind of opposites in a way, but we play off of each other so well and work together so well. I'm just curious how you all met.
Yeah.
You want to tell it? You want me to tell it?
Well, I will probably end up both telling it. You can start.
Yeah, so her former downstairs neighbor was an ex-girlfriend of mine from high school. And yeah, and I was over here, I was downstairs, smoking some pot. And this one was not sober at all. And this one, we just got back from a tour. I think he just got back from a tour. And she was walking past the door, and my friend was like, "Hey, Bethany, get in here!" And the rest is history.
Yeah, and when we met, it's funny because I did not know the story of them yet, but they instantly told me. They were like, "Oh, we used to date in high school. I mean, like for a month or 2 months or whatever, I don't remember." And they showed me this picture. So I was like, "Oh, cool, whatever." And he had never been to a comedy club before. I've seen a comedy show.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, I'm performing tomorrow." And my neighbor was like, "Oh, you should go to him, to Sean." And he was like, "All right." And I was going to stay out of it because, again, I didn't know their relationship. So I was like, "All right, well, you can get the info from Sarah, and I'll whatever." And she was like, "No, just go, do it." I was like, "All right." So he came to the first show.
Yep.
And wanted me to go over to his house that day.
Tried
that
to get
night.
her to come over that night. I was like, "Hey, you want to come?
Yeah.
Check out
Want
to come
look at my studio?
Yeah.
stuff."
I was like, "No."
Yeah, she did. She was like, "No, I can't."
Yeah, not happening.
Shut down.
And then we proceeded to be friends for a while, like for a couple weeks, and then it just happened. We instantly had a connection, though.
Yeah.
Like I will say, after that first time of hanging out, I was like, "Oh," I mean, I rarely think of the future, just as a human being. And I was like, "Oh, I could totally hang out with him again." So like, I normally don't even think that way, but I was like, "Oh, I would hang out."
Yeah.
So that's rare. So I already knew there was like some sort of connection.
There was something, right?
Yeah. And then we both, I think, instigate more creative juices. Like we're already really creative people. And then we would like instantly connect on an idea and then go with it. And that's rare to me because usually, you find somebody you can talk ideas with, or there's like one person who will implement, but it usually never happens. Whatever. So we had this thing where we were just constantly creating stuff. And I think that's what's so helpful with us. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, when you think we have a band, we have a podcast, we have a cooking show together. Go ahead.
And I wanted to bring up the cooking show, but yeah, keep going. So, I'm sorry.
So and then when I work on my directing, writing stuff and make shows, like he does the music, like it's really amazing. And we started putting a couple of nuts. We do live shows now. We just had our first. That was why we had to reschedule, right, on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Is that this podcast, right? No, you do it Tuesday.
No,
so
that
I had
wasn't
to reschedule. Okay, so we had to reschedule. But anyways, we booked our first show, and we were just going to go up and be Haunted Air, our band. And the week before, we did our band, and we were funny. Like, we just were like, let's just do what we are like on the podcast, be ourselves. So we did that, and then we got booked again. And that was what was last Saturday. And now we were like, we should just do this live, too.
Yeah.
Because we sing, we have like our stupid songs that we make up theme songs and like all that stuff. It's just fun. I think we just have fun together.
We do have a lot of fun together, and it hasn't been the easiest road with my addiction and whatnot. If there's been a few bumps in the road, but we've gotten over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's cool too.
And all that did was probably just strengthen things even more, man. I mean, that's trust me, I actually it was funny when I sobered up. I realized how horrible of a relation I had been in for 17 years.
Right.
And, you know, I was like, wow. And then, you know, fortunately, she started cheating on me and decided she had to leave me. So I got out of that one fairly easy, I guess. I don't know. But
God shot. That's a God
yeah.
shot.
Yeah, isn't it funny how the universe works like that and just really helps you along when you let it?
Oh, yeah. No, that was
Yeah.
God just going, okay, you're done here. Now you're going
Yeah.
home.
Right.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was total, but yeah, and my wife, I'm not even gonna bore you with the story, but it was absolutely amazing how well we clicked, like just right off the bat, and how I actually met her on a website, um, and you only have X amount of time to respond, and she waited till like the last half hour. And both of us, ironically, we said, well, if this doesn't work, we're both out. And I had been on like a few different sites. I deleted my account from most of them except for this one because I'm like, well, it's all up to the woman. So if she wants to, then and she was just one of those ones I'm like, you know, this looks really good. I'm just gonna send a message real quick, see what happens. She waited till the last half hour of the 72 hours and then shot me a message. And I was like, oh, hello. And it was just, first conversation was just sparks.
How long have you been together?
Almost 5 years now.
Nice.
Married for just over 2.
All right.
So yeah, it's and just amazing woman. So
Love it.
but yeah, so
Yeah. What about you, Matt?
I met my wife in a bar,
Yes.
and well,
He was
that's the
passed
funny
out.
version. But a group of people that I worked with, we used to go on Tuesday to this pint night thing, and she is friends with one of my old coworkers, who, as I'm getting ready to quit that job and go to Hawaii, we're kind of having like sort of a final get together. Our mutual friend convinced her to go out to the bar, and we met, and we've been together ever since. I mean,
Nice. How long?
it's just like you know, like all of a sudden, like, I mean, you just know when it's the person. You're just
Yeah.
like
Yep.
I knew, like, within a couple weeks, we took this little impromptu road trip up to Monterey, up the coast, and we had something to talk about the entire time.
Nice.
And that's when it was just like,
That's when you know, right? That's exactly
Yeah.
how. Yeah, we were on the phone for fucking hours,
Oh my God,
like
and I
every
hate the
night.
phone.
Yeah, me too.
I
yeah,
hate
Yeah.
it. But we would talk to each other for hours, and then we'd both be like, why are we on the phone so much?
3 in the morning. Like,
Yeah, I would fall asleep on the phone.
yeah.
oh
Like there
wow,
were times where I was just asleep because we were just constantly talking, and that, I think that's part of it. I feel like when I'm in relationships, I am exhausting because I am constantly like coming up with stuff, like, and he can put up with it. So I'll be like, oh, I have this movie idea. Oh, I have this TV idea. Oh, we have to go do this. We have to make this. We have to go do. I need to write this. We have to see. I'm gonna try and do this.
Yeah.
And he's just like, yep, go do it. Where
Okay.
most
Yep.
people are just like, I can't. Like I've had managers just be like, this is too. I do this too much.
oh wow,
And it's yeah. And he's the person who's like, let's do it. And here's what I'll do. I'll do this part. And it's so great. And he's same thing. He'll come up with like 100 ideas. And I'm like, let's do it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're just like we're gasoline and fire. And together
Yep.
it just works really well. Yeah. And I would
Nice.
like to say too, we hate on the same things. And that's imperative.
That is a huge
That's-
thing for us.
Yeah.
We hate the same
Right?
shit.
You could be so similar, but if you don't hate on the same things, then you're not going to make it.
that's right. My wife and I,
Right.
Yeah.
the same things annoy us,
Yep.
Yes, that's what.
and so you can really like get in there and go, ah, man, that really grinds my gears. Yeah, I hate that. And so I
Yeah.
agree. You have to hate the same things.
Yeah.
It's nice to like the same things, but
Yeah.
Well, that's what starts you off.
Have to hate
You
it.
start off in the first 2-3 years,
Yeah.
really liking the same things. Like, oh, I like that too. Do you like fudge? I love fudge. Oh, do you love,
Me too.
do you love Die Hard? Oh, it's one of my favorite movies. And then when you really get into the relationship, you're like, we could go to Venice and I could be like, those fucking rollerbladers, I want to punch him in the neck. And he'd be like, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And then we figure out all the ways we kill rollerbladers. Like, that's what keeps us together.
And,
Yeah.
and
There you
then you
go.
throw pebbles out in front of them, and you're like, yeah, and high five each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Nice. Yeah, it's always good to hate things together.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like the Dutch. I mean, really, who doesn't like the Dutch?
Freaky deaky Dutch.
Yeah, they smell like
Yeah.
cabbage, or circus folk. You know, they're carnies. They're horrible.
So are you saying nope then to
Nope to
Dutch
the
people?
No, it's
That's
a
a no.
line from the movie.
Oh, got it.
Sorry, Austin Powers.
Wait, from Die
sorry.
Hard? No, I was
Yeah,
like,
no.
we're talking about Die Hard. I don't remember any Dutch.
Come
line.
on out to Dutchland. We're gonna have fun. It'll be a good time.
You smell like carnies. Come on.
Wait, what movie is this?
So
That
that's
was Die
Austin.
Hard. Mixed with
Austin
Austin.
Powers and Die
Oh,
Hard
Austin
kind
Powers.
of
Okay, gotcha.
kind of combined in a way, and
Die powers.
weird sort of two
Austin
things
Yippee
you
Hard.
hate. People who are
Yippee-ki-yay.
intolerant of each other, cultures, and the Dutch.
And the Dutch.
There it is. Andy nailed the quote right there. Damn it.
That's funny.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, Andy's awesome for movie quotes, by the way. So just saying.
Big
If you
movie
ever
buffs here,
get
so.
to listen to his show. Oh yeah, they do a lot of movie reviews and things like that. And hopefully we'll be on his show Tuesday, Andy. Yeah, and by the way, Matt, we've been invited to their show. I was going to tell you about this after the show, but since Andy's on here, we've been invited on their show Tuesday. So just
do we have to
FYI.
watch a movie to be prepared for this?
No, just pretend. That's what they do.
I saw that movie. It was wonderful. And I hated it.
Yeah, that's right. And that's why me and Matt get along so well. So we hate and like
Andy,
the
I don't
same
want
things.
homework.
It's the worst.
Damn
Oh,
it,
it's
Andy.
worse.
Fine. So now, okay. So you guys do this show every Wednesday, you said, correct?
Right.
Okay. Now, what is with the a couple of nuts cooking? Is this like a YouTube show or
It was
what?
a YouTube show. Yeah, we did about.
We started it on Facebook though, so it really took off on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then we put it on YouTube, and by then it was like everyone just kept watching it on Facebook. So we're trying to get everyone back onto YouTube.
Okay.
And it is there, so you can watch it there.
Beautiful.
But it started in COVID, and our first show was on
St. Patrick's Day last year.
and we made an Irish stew. And the funny thing about the cooking show is you never watch the show to learn the recipe or afterwards. You're gonna end
Well,
up
we
being
never really
disappointed.
get through the recipe.
Yeah, because we're terrible cooks. We don't, I know a little bit from my mom and dad because they're good cooks, but otherwise it's just us being insane. We are. We're just being ourselves in our house.
It's very similar to our segment on our podcast where we reviewed the Lethal Weapon franchise, and we never really mainly talked about Mel Gibson's hair.
Yeah.
That's what we ended up
Right.
going off on because it's amazing. So we didn't even review.
We
the
never
films.
end up doing what we say we're going to do.
So the cooking show was don't learn.
Right.
Well, and see that's why I ended up calling my show the Random Christian Show, because we start I'll just kind of start randomly ranting about something, and then once I got Matt and we had another friend of ours, Brian, that joined in every now and then, but we'd start at one topic and we would split off in so many different directions.
Yeah.
And you don't even realize what the main point of the topic that we were talking about. And then at the end of it, I'm like, okay, we got to wrap it up. So what were we talking about again?
Right.
And then you bring it around, and then it has nothing to do with what we've been talking about. So it was totally awesome. And, we just kind of rant and rave.
That's how our show is, except for the cooking show ends up, like, we filmed the whole show, by the way, the whole recipe of us making it from start to finish and eating. And then I go back and I edit it down to just, like, random funny shit. And so it ends up being, like, these clips of just really funny, he farts all the time. Kind of like our podcast, just farts and burps. Lots of inappropriate shit going on that shouldn't be when you're cooking.
We mosh in the kitchen.
We do
I was
always.
going to say, so you guys just do kitchen stuff.
Yeah,
normal
kitchen.
Both Chris and I have cooked professionally, so
yeah.
That's what you do in the kitchen. You fart and you do inappropriate jokes and make food.
Well, we do inappropriate movements as well. Like, we shouldn't be moshing. Like, our hair, we both have so much hair. Yeah. And we just mosh over the food.
Show that off.
Yeah, and it's a lot. We do dirty dancings.
We vomit some of the ingredients out. Like, so if we're doing something with chicken, we'll get a side shot, like, you'll see the cup fall out of the mouth.
And it goes into the casserole
the slow cooker.
Yeah, we do real bad stuff.
Oh, that is awesome. Okay, I'm watching.
Well, I just looked it up on YouTube and I subscribed, so.
Awesome.
Subscriber number 45.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting is we make all this stuff, and Sean and I's forte, our like least forte, is promotion and knowing how to do that. Like, we are so bad. Like, we just make it, put it out there, and we're like, if the social media gods want to lay their hand on us, yay. They never do. But if they did, we're like, yay, because we do not know how to manage through
all the better though with the memes and stuff. Making some pretty good memes for the podcasts.
Yeah, I'm working on my promotional stuff as well, which is why I kind of threw this all out, was to kind of cross promote with everyone and get the word out to everybody else's audience.
Love it.
I love it, Andy. Thank you for being a new follower too. I hope you guys laugh. That's why we make it. But I loved it. I read your. So that was the other thing. So on our podcast, we're trying to do better and be better. So I was like, I'm going to join this podcast thing. So I joined a couple, and then I think yours was the first, post that I saw. Yeah. And I was like, I told him, I was like, let's do this. Let's cross promote. So we did it, and it was like, oh, maybe this is how it works. Like, we're supposed to reach out and like talk to people. And he was like, no.
Well, yeah, and because I don't know, it just seemed, and it's a great way to not only just cross promote, but I mean, I think we're being pretty entertaining, mind you. Yeah. And you get a lot out there.
That's a no-brainer, Kristian.
Yeah, I know, right? We're just naturally funny. Yeah. I fart and people laugh. No, I just fart and I laugh, and I farted. It was awesome.
Let that shit be heard,
dude. So much. Like, I work on a truck dock, and I like walk by and be like, and we're all 13-year-old boys, so we all laugh, and it's awesome. But yeah, and so and especially, like, I had started this right before the pandemic. I think it was almost half a year before the pandemic thing hit. And that thing, just so many people got so bummed out. And I'm like, we just need to make everybody, we're here to help cheer people up. There's so many doom and gloom podcasts.
Yes.
And,
right.
And not that, like the true crime ones aren't interesting at points, but dude, it's like, we need to be a little more on the positive side of life. So, which was what my old radio show was about. I'd come in and like, I'd drive my program director crazy. He's like, so what are you doing today? I don't know. Well, you got to have some kind of game plan. I'll figure something out. And that's why I did so well at improv, because, I'd have people calling in, they'd be talking to me, and I'd start doing stuff, and it was just off the cuff, and people loved it and people listened, because that's what it was about. It was just about being spontaneous and having fun and just enjoying the now, and if you just make somebody's day better for 15 minutes, their day gets better after that 15 minutes, man,
True. So
and that's what it's about. And that's why I love doing this. And yeah, I don't have a huge following. It's getting bigger, but the thing is, I know the people that do listen, and join in, I know they're having a good time. And like I said, for some reason, we are huge in Ireland. We have
awesome.
a huge, we have a big following here, big listenership. You know, it doesn't really parlay as well on the visual, but when I download the audio podcast, like 14% of my listeners are from Ireland.
That's
which,
wild.
So
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, my last name is Dwyer, and we dropped the O. It was O'Dwyer.
Oh,
My people are listening.
Yeah.
so that's
basically
right.
what I'm saying.
The Emerald Isle, we're representing. What's up?
Yeah, on my father's side.
We have on our analytics too. We got a couple followers, listeners in Ireland as well. Australia, we seem to have a few more. It's America, obviously, and then Australia was next in line, and then India, and then Ireland, and yeah, and then Canada and the UK are chiming in as well, which was, you know,
It's cool.
Yeah.
I
So
love
awesome.
watching it. It's cool to watch it grow and start experiencing. Like, I don't know how you guys, and I don't even know if this is interesting to other people, except because we have podcasts. But like, and just stop me if you don't want us to talk about it. But like, it's interesting to watch how when we first started our first one, we got ow, he just poked. I have a bruise on my leg, and he just poked it.
That's
No,
awesome.
why would you do that?
Just to be annoying because he's a
He doesn't
guy.
want me to. No, he probably doesn't want me to talk about this. So anyway, it's just cool to watch, like, because you don't even think of other countries wanting to hear us or listen or be like,
yeah, I didn't even think about that.
And then I was like, oh no, Australians fart and burp and cook and talk about necrophilia too. Like, of course they're going to be into it.
Yeah, but after they fart, it says mate. So.
Right.
Right.
And there's always shrimp on the Barbie, right?
Sure is.
Mate.
Yeah. Now we just lost our follower.
Pretty much. The three people that were in Australia on my show were just like, we're out.
They're like,
mate.
these stereotypes.
Mate.
Outrageous.
So you got to say mate afterwards.
Right, mate. I have a really big. Do you want to hear my one Australian joke?
She's got a dirty Australian
Oh,
joke.
yes. Yes.
I sometimes do it on stage. I haven't done it in like 5 years. All right. Wait, what did you say? Believe it or not, our top outside the U.S. listenership is tied between Canada and the Ukraine.
Oh.
It's some ladies from the Ukraine.
We actually have Bolivia, but.
So the joke, I don't know if you guys ever saw this. On Yahoo, there was a news article that said the rape rate in Australia is higher than in the U.S. So in Australia, the rape rate's higher than in the U.S. And first of all, I'm like, yay, to the U.S. Like, we're doing something. But then when I thought about it, I was like, oh, I figured out why the rape rate's higher in Australia, and that's because when you say no, it sounds like now. Like, I'm gonna rape you now. Okay.
No,
right.
no.
Easiest rape ever.
I'm going as fast as I can.
Right.
Mate.
So yeah, their no is now. It's very.
That's awesome. Either that or it's kangaroos.
Right.
Because kangaroos are fast and
They're just
powerful. And
yeah.
they just jump right on you and you're like, no. And they're like, I am doing it now. What's the matter, mate?
Yeah. So is my Joey.
Right. Yes. Oh, that's right. Joey's, mate.
Yeah.
Right. Actually, you got to get a little deeper. Yeah.
One of our favorite people in the world is Australian.
Right.
Well, no, Mel Gibson's American.
Oh, right. It just Mad Max was in Australia.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
But yeah, Mel's cool. I mean, dude, Mel's awesome.
He feels like he's from Australia, but I'm glad he's not ours.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. But Mad Max is awesome.
You don't have to worry. It's all happening in my head. You don't have to agree. I have to talk it out, and that's it.
He's a good one.
Yeah, he's a good one.
I'll never forget the first time I saw Mad Max, because that was the first time I saw boobs.
Hey.
So, boom! What's up?
That's like his favorite movie. Like, I don't know if it was your favorite movie, but you constantly want to watch the one with Mark Wahlberg where he fingers the girl.
Oh, Fear with Reese Witherspoon and Mark Wahlberg.
Oh my God, he saw it when he was like in that prime of his life where he's like, you want to watch Fear? You want to watch Fear?
Yeah.
It's like, no, I don't want to see her get No, I don't.
Scene where you had her finger bangs on the Rolling Stone on the roller coaster, and the Sundays are playing that one Sunday song.
Yeah, the Sunday song.
Oh, they did the Wild Horses
Wild
cover,
Horses,
the Stones
yeah,
cover.
Stones.
Wild Horses.
Anyways, that
never
might have been
seen
too
that.
much information. Sorry. Well,
Oh,
now
it's
you
great.
will.
You should.
Both of you are going to now.
Oh, it's 90s. It's so good. Mark Wahlberg plays this psychopathic boyfriend, and you should watch it.
Yeah, it's like
really
a stalker
good 90s
boyfriend.
like thriller movie. It's fun.
I'll bet Andy's seen it.
Yeah,
Andy's seen like every movie out there, I think. Wow.
I
okay.
got kind of tired of movies in the 90s. I had a girlfriend that worked at a movie theater, and I saw every movie that came out. And then I ended up working at a movie theater, and I just got tired of movies.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
Wow,
There's
that's
Andy
hard.
right there.
Indeed.
You got sick of them, babe.
Because I don't like the saxophone.
The 90s.
Oh God!
Lethal
Like
Weapon
I
soundtrack.
can't with the saxophone. Didn't anybody in the whole production staff go, guys? Really? Can we not do any more sax? Like,
Hey,
let's just
listen,
hang it
the
up.
saxophone is sexy.
No.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna say that for you right now. It turns the chicks on, babe.
No,
That's how I got
wife
Monica.
By the way, if you have to turn a chick on when you're the president, there's something wrong with you. You're the fucking president. Every chick would be like, I would do him. He's the president. Like, and then you pick an intern. You know what I mean? Like, you shoot for the stars. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Is that just me?
So what can I say? I had a body like a Big Mac, so and Hillary's gay, so what the hell?
Yeah,
I had to get something somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and it was hot.
The
Best cigar I ever had. So sorry, I had to phase into Clinton. I go into voices and I get lost, so I'm sorry. So
you just ignore him long enough, he comes back.
Yeah.
He'll be
We're
what
learning
Matt
from you,
does.
Matt. We're learning from you, Matt.
You just
Matt
kind of
just
smile
starts
and
playing
nod.
a record. Matt just turns around, pulls a record out, and puts it on.
Yeah. Then I'm
These
like, "Wait, what was
headphones,
that?"
I'm not listening to you guys. I got music going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know. We know.
Matt just sits there and Chris, and I'm over here. I'm like doing all my voices.
Got my closed captioning on so I can follow along with you guys.
Yeah, that's right. Listen to that. Okay. Well, okay. So now, when do you do the couple of nuts cooking?
That's a good question. We finished our first season.
Yeah, we did. Season 1 is done.
It's done and banked. We have 11 good episodes there, and then we were going to have a little break. And then what happened is we started the podcast. Well, no, then I started doing Grandpa the Horror, my movie, then we started doing the podcast. And so it's just a matter of figuring out how to fit it in, which I'm sure if we had help, they would schedule us, but we don't do scheduling things.
Right.
We're just we wake up and we're like, let's do a podcast today. Let's cook something. We have no rhyme or reason to tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's just today. So I want to do it. And now that we have this portable air conditioner to help.
Yeah, it's a game changer.
The kitchen gets so hot in the summer, even if the air is on. So now this might be a game changer and we bring it back. Season 2 might come in.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, we look forward to that. So, but it is out there on YouTube, correct? YouTube and Facebook, or just YouTube?
Both.
Okay.
So
couple of
Facebook, it's under my name, so Bethany Dwyer.
Okay, Bethany Dwyer.
It doesn't have its own channel. And then, do we have our own channel on YouTube?
Yeah.
So now we moved it because it started off on my channel, and now a couple of nuts cooking has its own channel. So just go to that.
Okay, couple of nuts cooking on YouTube, and then your podcast is a couple of nuts talking.
Correct,
and which is awesome. I love it. I love your guys' chemistry. It's just great.
He's here, by the way. He's standing in front of the air conditioner.
Sorry,
He runs
guys.
very hot.
Well, I had to plug the computer in. It's a hot one in LA today. It's pretty hot,
100 degrees.
and we're upstairs in our apartment, so it's super.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I got you. Hey, it's 90 degrees out here with high humidity, so I totally get it.
So yeah, the podcast runs everywhere, streaming everywhere.
Yeah.
We're actually trying to determine if we want to go this video route, and I love that we got to try it on this restream. I like it. Maybe
yeah, the restream is it's a great format. I love it. You got all these little options, and I'm doing the very low end one. There's a couple that are higher that you can do a whole lot more with. But I'm incredibly cheap, and so that's why I'm doing this route. If I start getting something going on, then or somebody to sponsor me, then
Right.
we'll upgrade and make it even more impressive. But yeah, so okay. So you guys are every Wednesday on now. You're on Google, you're on Apple, you're on Spotify, like just like me, kind of.
Yep.
You're just all over the place.
Yeah.
Awesome. So plenty of episodes out there already. You're up to 6 right now, just getting it fired up. But man, some gold out there. Promise you, it's a great show. Couple of nuts talking. And now, are you going to be appearing anywhere, Bethany?
Yeah, I
Because you
have a
do stand-up
show.
comedy.
I do. I'm also a transformational speaker, and I do workshops. Right now, I have a program called Be Heard, which is my nickname is B from Bethany. And so like a side thing that not even a side thing, it's one of the major things I do a lot with stand-up, and I do a lot of things, but is I coach kids and adults in rehab centers, trauma centers, and with mental health. And
Nice.
I do a program called Comedy Heals. So I go in through comedy and I work with them so they can find their voice, get some self-confidence, and just change their life with a lot of coping skills through comedy.
Awesome.
And,
That's really
my God,
cool.
that's amazing.
That's really cool.
Thanks.
She's
and then,
really great at it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then in doing, it's not plugged in.
I know it was running really hot.
So got you. And then through that, I've also, for a long time, have done my Be Heard program, which is where I empower women, and I also do co-ed as well. And I teach them how to do public speaking, how to have better communication in all their relationships, just be heard, basically, in any relationship, whether it's business, personal,
Right
on stage, whatever it is. Yeah. So that I'm performing a women's workshop on June 30th in Ventura, and I think there's only a few tickets left for that, but that you can find on my website, BethanyGuire.com. And then I'm at Flappers in LA, June 24th at 8 p.m. That's in Burbank, California. And then we have a couple of Nuts has a show.
We haven't locked in a date.
No, but it'll be in July, and it's at the Ren Theater. You can look it up. It's
nice.
Every Saturday. Yeah.
Cool.
So it'll probably be
all right.
second
So
Saturday
for all
in July.
you Southern and Central Californians, there you go. And Ventura, my second hometown. Stop by 5 Point Skates, by the way, and tell Brad and Dave I said hello. Tell them the random Kristian sent you.
Nice.
Maybe they'll give you a hat or something. Who knows?
That's actually where my workshop is. It's in Ventura.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Do you know Finding Market? Do you know that? That's where it's at.
I may. I probably do. I probably driven past it like 100 times, and oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but that's, I'm old again. So, and plus years of alcohol and drug abuse, I have this Swiss cheese kind of brain. So things worm in and out, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. I shouldn't probably be talking about much of that, but so and that's like meh. All right, and then now do you I know you do studio and all that. Are you performing anywhere, Sean, or do you have anything?
No, I don't have any live shows.
It's still closed here.
Yeah, there's some big shows coming through, but I don't have anything lined up. But I have some new songs that'll be streaming over the next couple of months. July. Yeah, July 2nd, my next single, Under the Collector, is coming out. So Yeah.
Okay. And now is that on Spotify, Sean, or?
That's all over. Yeah, Spotify, Apple iTunes, Pandora, all the streaming services.
Okay, and so if anybody was going to look it up, what do they look up?
The Collector.
The Collector is the name of the project.
Okay, just The Collector. Okay, all right, cool. All right, so there we go. And
yeah, we have Instagrams for all of this stuff.
Oh, okay, good. All right, so Instagram, Spotify, Apple iTunes, you guys are all out there, and man, the show is it's great. I love it. It's fun, it's light, and I mean, even though you get a little dark at times, but it's a dark humor, so you gotta love it. And I'm intrigued. I want to see this cooking show. I did not know that you guys were doing that until just recently, so I was like, oh man, I got to get this.
Yeah, it's good because you get the visual attached now.
Yeah.
So I think when you watch that and then you listen to the podcast, you'll get more visuals of how we talk.
Yes, like, that's awesome.
You'll see. It's crazy.
Well, right on. Hey, man, thank you so much for coming on today.
Internet's bad on.
Yeah, you guys are getting a little. I've got solid signal.
Thank you for having us.
Flipping a little bit. Hey, anytime, guys, and look forward to maybe coming on to your show or something, and we'll check you out. Hello?
Yeah.
Did we lose them?
No, they're still there.
Absolutely.
Hey.
I see them.
Yes.
Right on, guys.
But yeah, cool.
All right. Hey, you guys, have a great evening. Thank you so much again for coming on. Ladies and gentlemen, Bethany and Sean, a couple of nuts cooking and talking. There we go, guys.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. All right, Matthew.
Yes, sir.
And hey, so are you going to be with me Saturday?
I may. What time?
Well,
what time are we gonna?
It'll be 4:00 Central.
So 2 o'clock my time. We'll see. I'll let you know as Saturday comes around.
All right. Well, even if Matt's not there, 4:00 Central Saturday, we're going to have Mark Partain, skateboarding legend and now mountain biking madman. He is going to be on here as we are saying goodbye to our love cats, but he will be here Saturday, and we're going to have a live interview with him. And then don't forget, and not next Tuesday, but the following Tuesday, the 29th, Deborah Driggs will be on talking about aging gracefully as a full-time job. She's a business little tycoon and also former playmate for a couple of years, so it should be kind of interesting. Very sweet lady, and she's got a great message out there, so make sure you tune into that. But in the meantime, until then, ladies and gentlemen, Matthew, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Again, as always, you are just an excellent addition to our fun, and could not be the same show without you, my man. So thank you so much for being here. All of you that tuned in and checked us out on the live chat, thank you so much. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. If you can, go in and do a review. Give us 5 stars or 3 stars, something, and hopefully that helps, gives people attention, and we get some, a little monetization to help up the show. If you know what I'm saying there, baby.
Get me a microphone.
Yeah, that's right. We got to get Matt a mic. So in the meantime, Matthew, thank you so much. Go take care of your cat.
Thank you.
Get it high and
go cook a dinner and all
I know.
that
I'm sure my wife's okay, the food's cold.
Wait. So next Tuesday,
no show.
We're not having a show. We're going to be on Andy's show.
But that's right. We will be on Rum and Regrets.
What's going on?
Yes,
okay.
Rum and Regrets, and
cool.
that would. I think they dropped the show the following Tuesday. I'll have to clarify that. I'll update on the website, and we have a website, and if you want to send us an email, it's therandomchristianshow@gmail.com or therandomchristianshow .wordpress.com is our website where we have our shirts for sale and our stickers, 50 cents a pop. And the shirts are $15. And, anything else I decide I want to sell. There we go. Maybe we'll sell Matt. It's an hourly rate, baby.
I don't want to wake up sticky and lonely.
Confused. All right. Hey, Matt, thank you so much, brother. We'll talk to you here shortly. All right.
All right, my man. I'll see
All
you.
right. And for, again, all the rest of you, thank you again to Consolidated Skateboards and 5 Point Skates and Snowboards. Check them out on the webs under those respective names. And in the meantime, we're going to say goodbye to The Cure, the Love Cats. And thank you so much again. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. We're all we got, kids. So be good. Until Saturday, we'll see you at 4 p.m. Central Time. Peace.